एवरीवन। मैं चंदा दुर्गानी आपके साथ इन्फिनाइट इंस्पिरेशन पे। आज हम बात करेंगे हमारी आज के जनरेशन के बच्चों के बारे में। आज के ज़माने में बच्चों को टैकल करना एक्चुअली बहुत चैलेंजिंग है, बिकॉज हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपोजर में दे रहे हैं बच्चों को। गैजेट्स है, सब कुछ इजीली अवेलेबल है, तो इनके टैंट्रम्स भी बढ़ते जा रहे हैं। ऐसा नहीं कि हमारे समय में हम नॉटी नहीं थे, नॉटी ज़रूर थे, लेकिन हमारे पास इतना इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं था कि कब क्या करना है। तो ऐसी बहुत सारी बातें, ऐसे बहुत सारी चैलेंजेस जो आज के दौर में पेरेंट्स, इनफैक्ट बच्चे भी झेल रहे हैं या फेस कर रहे हैं। तो वो सब हमको हेल्प करने के लिए आज हमारे पास आए हैं डॉक्टर महक जैन, and she will help her with this topic and tell us about her journey of life relating to this. And welcome to our show, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
You're most welcome. It's a pleasure actually to have you on the show. And with a very short notice, we are able to get you. So, can I have your small introduction, your name, where are you from, and your profession, please?
Sure, sure. So, hello everyone. I am Dr. Mehak Jain and I have completed my PhD in finance and I am now a certified parenting coach. I have worked with Social Justice Empowerment Department, Government of Haryana as an auditor. I've also worked as an assistant professor where I taught MBA students. Last job my was where I worked with Indian School of Business Mohali as an academic associate. And during my tenure, I had been awarded as the Academic Associate of the Year award. I belong to Chandigarh and I'm married, happily married to an army officer. I'm a mother of two incredible sons. One is almost 3 years old and the other is 10 months old.
Okay, too small. How do you manage with small kids with all this?
Oh, it's a beautiful journey, Life is like that. So it just happens and I enjoy. It is challenging at times, but yes, my mother-in-law is here. Luckily, we have been posted in a place where our home is near, so it is still manageable.
Okay. So, we would like to know about your profession. You said you were in finance and then you've done MBA and all that. And suddenly, how come you chose this field?
So, I would like to say that once you become mother, I think कि हर mother के साथ होता है, they become very conscious and they want to do the best for their child. तो मेरे साथ भी कुछ ऐसा ही हुआ and it all started with my pregnancy. जब मुझे ये पता चला that I am expecting, तब मैंने थोड़ा सा स्टडी करना शुरू किया, रिसर्च करनी शुरू करी on how I can give the best to my child. So being married to an army officer, it's not always easy because during the initial 3 months of my pregnancy, he was with me, and later 6 months we were apart. I was with my in-laws. So during that time, मैंने अपने आप को पूरी तरह से involve किया. I read and did everything I could do to prepare for my baby. I did meditation, I did daily walks, baby talking, pranayama, light exercises, book reading, बच्चे के लिए affirmations पढ़नी, in fact Bhagavad Gita, and then I watched some programs like Chanakya, Krishna, और ये ऐसा मैंने पहले कभी भी नहीं किया था. It was actually a 360-degree turn in my life. Uh, you know, और हाँ उस टाइम पे आई वॉज डूइंग माई PhD alongside. बट वो एक चीज अंदर से आई, आई डोंट नो हाउ एंड इट completely changed me. So I was doing my PhD and at that time. So when my baby was delivered, it was such an emotional moment. Tears were rolling down my eyes, and luckily my husband could manage to take 1 month's leave at that time, so he was with me. It was normal delivery, और उस टाइम हॉस्पिटल में आई ब्रेस्ट फेड माई बेबी. लेकिन जब मैं घर आई तब सारे एल्डर्स घर के बड़े बोलने लगे कि you should introduce a bottle to the child. Now they said it's okay कि कभी कभी bottle दे दो. It's okay. But I was very reluctant. I even couldn't imagine, giving when I was breastfeeding, milk was luckily, thank God, it was coming fine. Then I thought I will not introduce formula milk if I can. And everybody, is saying कि आप cow milk दे दो. Then I said no, I can't do this. मैंने अपने लिए और अपने बच्चे के लिए स्टैंड लिया. एंड देन आई उन्हें बताया कि डॉक्टर ने ये मुझे बोला है, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू फॉलो दिस. तो धीरे धीरे मैंने देखा कि बहुत सारे मिथ्स बर्स्ट होने लगे. आपने वो सुना होगा, चाइनीज विस्पर गेम. तो जनरली क्या होता है, हमारे एंसेस्टर्स ने कुछ एडवाइस दिया, वो बाद में कुछ और बन गया, और एक्चुअल हम तक पहुंचते पहुंचते मे बी इट लॉस्ट इट्स ट्रू मीनिंग.
ओके।
एंड और ये ऐसी एडवाइसेस थी जो मेरे लव्ड वन से आ रही थी, माय वेल विशर्स, माय मदर इन लॉ, माय फादर इन लॉ, माय दादी. सो हु ऑल लव्ड मी, है ना. सो
हम्म।
कुछ और कहते, मतलब वो कुछ और कहते थे एंड डॉक्टर्स और रिसर्च कुछ और कहती थी. तब मैंने थोड़ा डीपली जाना शुरू करा एंड आई स्टार्टेड स्टडिंग. जैसे कि पहले के टाइम में आपने देखा होगा, सॉलिड इंट्रोडक्शन जब बच्चे को करते थे तब सॉल्ट एंड शुगर देना वो स्टिल ओके.
जी।
दूध के साथ बिस्किट दे दिया, चाय दे दी, इट वॉज ऑल ओके एट दैट टाइम. लेकिन आज के टाइम में वी डोंट गिव सॉल्ट एंड शुगर टू अ चाइल्ड बिकॉज उनका नर्वस सिस्टम इतना इमेच्योर होता है. बहुत सारी नई चीजें मैंने सीखी ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम ऑल्सो. एंड it's a long sorry, I'm taking a little more on that. But मैं हमेशा, I believe in the law of attraction.
यस।
जब आई बिलीव, जब आप किसी चीज को पूरी इंटेंशन के साथ करते हो तो पूरा यूनिवर्स आपकी मदद करता है. सो मैंने अपने बच्चे के लिए बेस्ट करना स्टार्ट किया, पढ़ाई शुरू करी. एक दिन मैंने आई केम अक्रॉस वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स फ्रेंड who who is a parenting coach. मैंने उससे कोर्स किया एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड डिस्कसिंग कि who from where did you learn, who is your mentor. And then I realized, for me learning never ends. Jiansh was 6 months जब मेरी 2 months when I completed my PhD, and later I started doing B.Ed alongside.
हम्म।
तो हर दिन कुछ नया सीखना जरूरी है फॉर मी, वरना मुझे लगता है लाइफ में कुछ मिसिंग है.
राइट।
तो इसी जर्नी से आई थॉट टू डू अ सर्टिफाइड पेरेंटिंग कोर्स
ओके।
where it covers the toddlers, mid-schoolers, teenagers. I enrolled myself बस पैशन के लिए, कि मुझे अपने बच्चे के लिए कुछ अच्छा करना है.
ओके।
मैंने आई हैव नेवर एवर थॉट कि आई विल बिकम अ पेरेंटिंग कोच. लेकिन व्हेन आई वाज स्टडिंग, तो इतनी अमेजिंग चीजें सीखने के लिए मुझे मिली. तब मुझे लगा कि सारी मदर्स को ये पता होनी चाहिए. तब मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मैं अपनी लर्निंग्स और अपनी नॉलेज दूसरी मदर्स तक लेके जाऊं.
राइट।
And of course, my kids are my biggest inspiration to be like what I am today, a parenting coach.
Right. That is how actually it happens. Even if you ask me about it, my daughter is my biggest inspiration. Whatever I am today, the credit goes to her. बिकॉज जब बच्चों के लिए बातें ऐसे लगती है बहुत छोटी छोटी, लेकिन उनका मीनिंग बहुत डीप होता है. लाइक आई वॉज नॉट, आई मीन आई ऑलवेज लव्ड गॉड एंड आई वॉज ऑलवेज कनेक्टेड, बट बिफोर इवन शी केम, यू नो she I think before even she would have God would have thought of bringing her in my womb, I was connected to Lord Shri Krishna, and she is a big Krishna lover. So for her, Krishna is everything. So, I got connected to Krishna, and then soon I got pregnant, and everything was happening as Lord Krishna decided. I was doing things like Havan, Puja, all that things which I had no idea about. So, what happens? I also believe in this key. These souls, they have planned a journey, and they actually prepare us. So, in a way, they are the biggest motivators and inspiration for us. We are parents, but we are actually learning from them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, that is how, even for me, the life is. I can totally agree with you on this.
Yeah.
So, now, how has the journey been for you personally after learning all the courses and after implementing all that you learned and stuff?
So I strongly believe कि parenting का मतलब सबसे पहले है खुद पर काम करना. जितना काम हम अपने आप पे करते हैं उतना ही कम काम हमें अपने बच्चे के ऊपर करना पड़ता है. चिल्ड्रन मिमिक अस, वो हमारे एक्शंस सीखते हैं, वर्ड्स नहीं। वर्ड्स डजंट मैटर। वो हमें लगातार देख रहे हैं जैसे सीसीटीवी कैमरा लगा होता है,
हम्म।
एंड वेरी माइन्यूटली दे ऑब्जर्व कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं. So as parents, continuously we have to improve ourselves because that's how we can truly guide our children. And children are like pure souls, beautiful souls, like as you said. है
हम्म।
ना, हम इमेजिन भी नहीं कर सकते. मतलब आई एम सीरियसली टेलिंग यू कि मुझे कई बार ऐसा लगता है कि आई एम लर्निंग फ्रॉम माई किड्स हाउ टू स्टे काम, हाउ टू बी पेशेंट. Parenting say I have learned how to adopt to gentle parenting style, how to set boundaries, how to build bond with the child. So parenting में हर दिन कुछ नया सीखने के लिए मिलता है.
राइट।
और एंड ऑल्सो इट्स नॉट लाइक कि अगर मैं पेरेंटिंग कोच बन गई हूँ तो नाउ आई एम परफेक्ट, आई नो एवरीथिंग. नो, इट्स कॉन्स्टेंट लर्निंग. आई हैव माई ओन सेट ऑफ चैलेंजेस एंड मैं हमेशा आंसर्स ढूंढती रहती हूँ, पढ़ती रहती हूँ. तो सो दैट्स हाउ.
ओके
एंड
सो
ऑल्सो या.
या sorry sorry please.
नो नो नो, दैट्स फाइन.
Yeah, so how was your experience when after doing the course, the first child, and I'm sure the second would have been very smooth in the sense like you would have already learned a lot, right? तो सेकेंड वाले के समय उतना आई एम श्योर मतलब दैट साइकोलॉजिकल और द इमोशनल बहुत कुछ होता है प्रेगनेंसी में. सडनली यू फील लो, सडनली यू आर हैप्पी, यू नो द बॉडी इज गिविंग सो मेनी challenges.
Absolutely, you are absolutely right. Because I remember during my first time, वैसे चाहे वो नॉर्मल डिलीवरी थी बट सीरियसली मैंने ना मतलब शुरू में ही बच्चे को जब मैं पकड़ती थी ना, कभी मैंने पकड़ा नहीं था. एंड आई यूज टू जस्ट टेक द चाइल्ड एंड आई यूज टू कीप ऑन द बेड. तो एक महीना मुझे लग गया कि कैसे मसाज करनी है, कैसे नहलाना है, कैसे उसको हैंडल करना है. इट टुक टाइम ड्यूरिंग द फर्स्ट टाइम, बट सेकेंड टाइम में अगेन अगेन आई डोंट नो, माय हस्बैंड wasn't with me, he was on exercise and I was all alone. My mother-in-law was there with me, पर उनके लिए भी चैलेंजिंग था क्योंकि मेरा बड़ा बेटा उनको देखना था एंड आई वॉज इन द हॉस्पिटल. तो उस टाइम पर वो, like you said, second time is much more smoother and easier. So I did everything in the hospital. Day one say I had been bathing, मतलब bathing whenever the doctor advised.
हम्म.
I had been taking care of the child. So it was much smoother. नहीं इतना पता चला as compared to what it was in the past. बट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, लोग पोस्टमार्टम डिप्रेशन के बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं एंड उस टाइम हमारे हार्मोनल चेंजेस इतने ज्यादा होते हैं एंड मदर नीड्स दैट सपोर्ट फ्रॉम ऑल द फैमिली मेंबर्स, स्पेशली हस्बैंड.
For me, you know what happened? I used to cry for no reason. Actually, my daughter was giving me very hard time. I have that health challenge of diabetes, right? So every time I used to feed her, my sugar used to drop. तो इतना कंसिस्टेंटली लो शुगर हो रहा था मेरा, और मुझे एवरी इवनिंग फीवर भी आता था. तो आप सोचिए जब भी इसको फीड कर रहे हैं, एक तो खुद का शुगर लो हो रहा है, मतलब लो शुगर्स इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू मैनेज, राइट? एंड शी विल कीप क्राइंग आफ्टर एवरी हाफ एन आवर. ऑब्वियसली शी डजंट नो, शी इज टोटली डिपेंड. आई यूज टू क्राई कि ये क्या हो रहा है मेरे साथ, मतलब कुछ समझ नहीं आता था. शी यूज टू कीप मी अवेक 24 hours. मतलब हाफ एन आवर आई वुड से ओके नाउ शी इज जस्ट हैड मिल्क, शी वुड स्लीप. नो, मतलब every day was a challenge. And she was born abroad, so only my husband was there, and the nurses were very kind. They were like, they were seeing that she's having a real hard time because mine was a cesarean. Okay, so
ओके.
बहुत कुछ था. And I used to cry for no reason. I was telling my husband, what is wrong with me? Why am I crying? I should be happy, right? Happiness है, लेकिन क्यों रोना आ रहा था कुछ पता नहीं. मतलब बस
आई
जल्दी
कैन
जल्दी से
टोटली
वो
रिलेट.
लो फील आता रहता था सिर्फ. So that's why, like, it's not as easy as it looks like. Be it a normal delivery or people say C-section is easy, खाली पेट कटता है बस, ऐसा ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Everything is painful.
मदर अंडरगो सो मेनी चेंजेस.
Yeah, yeah.
द
So
लाइफ
then,
ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन या.
yeah. So the second one was like a bit better for you, right?
यस ऑफ कोर्स, यस.
Yeah. So how was it for the first one, for the first child? Was he able to accept that, okay, I'm having a sibling, or the, I mean, I'm sure because there is not too much of gap. तो वो कॉम्प्लेक्स आया था या कैसे था?
तो देखो, चाहे वो बड़ा है लेकिन है वो अभी भी 2 साल का, है वो बच्चा ही।
राइट।
उसको भी वो सेम बॉन्ड्स चाहिए मुझसे, ही वांट दैट सेम थिंग।
हम्म।
बट हमने ना उसको पहले से ही प्रिपेयर करना शुरू कर दिया था। वेन एवर आई यूज टू गो टू द डॉक्टर, आई यूज टू टेक अलोंग हिम, एंड मैं उसको बताती थी, ये देखो बेबी है ना, दिस इज योर सिबलिंग टू कम। So he was prepared. So I am so blessed. I don't know, maybe I'm the affirmations I'm doing from the first day that my child is the best. Like I have got angel. Like he actually is Krishna to me, and I worship him. I always get up in the morning and I touch his feet. So वो naturally एक आता है, and maybe I could pass on that vibrations to him. आई एम सो ब्लेस्ड, आई फील सो ब्लेस्ड कि उसका कोई कुछ नहीं था। ही केम, मतलब मम्मा के साथ बहुत अच्छे से एडजस्ट हो गया। ही केम टू द हॉस्पिटल, ही टुक हिम इन हिज हैंड, ही किस्ड हिम, हग्ड हिम। तो आई फील एक्चुअली आई हैव नो वर्ड्स कि हाउ अ लिटिल चाइल्ड कैन अंडरस्टैंड विदाउट सेइंग एनीथिंग। आई वॉज ब्लेस्ड इन दैट केस। तो कभी कभी ऐसा मुझे लगा नहीं। सोने के टाइम पे कई बार चैलेंज आ जाता था कि उसको भी सेम टाइम पे सोना है, एंड आई हैव टू फीड द लिटिल वन ऑल्सो एट द सेम टाइम। सो उस टाइम में माई मदर इन लॉ वॉज देयर टू सपोर्ट, तो हम वो बैलेंस आउट कर लेते थे। अदरवाइज देयर हैड बीन मोमेंट्स जब मैं लिटरली दोनों को गोदी में लेके, एक को मैं ब्रेस्ट फीड कर रही हूँ यहाँ पे और दूसरा मेरी गोदी में सो रहा है।
My God. And after all that, also, you're doing this amazing job of helping parents. Amazing. Yeah. Hats off to you.
थैंक यू, थैंक
See,
यू।
I think it's all, I always tell in the show कि आप अगर चाहो ना, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो। ऐसा नहीं करने वाला कुछ भी नहीं। See, you were passionate about what you have to do. You loved what you're doing. Once you love what you're doing, ऑटोमेटिकली वो फ्लो आ जाता है। आपको पता नहीं चलेगा, चैलेंजेस नहीं आएंगे, ये नहीं है, लेकिन वो ओवरकम हो जाते हैं। लाइफ
Absolutely,
बिकम
I
स्मूथ। ऑफ कोर्स यू विल हैव दैट कि आज मुझे नहीं समझ आ रहा कि कैसे करना है। अब आप भी सुबह आए हो, मैं भी सुबह आई हूँ, हम दोनों को पता है हमने कैसे मैनेज करा है। लेकिन बिकॉज वी हैव टू डू इट, बिकॉज वी लव व्हाट यू डूइंग, ऑटोमेटिकली फ्लो आ जाता है। यू प्रिपेयर्ड, राइट।
yes, yes. And I would also like to emphasize here that family support matters a lot. अगर आपके फैमिली बॉन्डिंग्स अच्छे हैं, एंड आई मीन आई वुड से माय हस्बैंड इज अ बिगेस्ट सपोर्ट टू मी। माय मदर इन लॉ हैड ऑलवेज बीन देयर, कि उनको पता है किड्स आर स्मॉल, तो दैट मेक्स लाइफ लिटिल इजियर।
राइट। राइट। it is a, I should say you're very lucky and blessed, because for me, I had to take care of her all alone. Of course, my husband, when he came from office, he would always help. लेकिन पूरा दिन मेरी बेटी को मैनेज करने के लिए I used to have hard times. My helpers used to help me, but they were like males. वो लोग बेचारे क्या ही कर लेंगे? Still, they were like, okay, आप rest करो, we will take care of the baby, we will play. एंड नेबरहुड वॉज गुड, सो था मेरे लिए काफी डिफिकल्ट था, बट देन हो गया मैनेज। सो नाउ व्हेन आई सी हर, नो, oh God, now she is already 7. She's going to be 7.5 soon. So time
ऑल राइट,
flies actually.
इट
And these girls,
डज।
na, they have big nakras. She has all the tantrums. Mama, because you're wearing this, I will also wear this. Mama, you are wearing lipstick, so I will also wear it. So I have to be very careful. What am I
बहुत
doing? Because for them, they don't know, right? For them to get introduced to all these cosmetics is not a good idea. So like they are
या
living with the competitive world, right? Of course, we also did it, लेकिन हम लोग को पूछने को डर भी लगता था ना कि मम्मा मारेंगे। इधर तो आराम से, मम्मा, I will also get ready because you're wearing, so I also want to wear it. Okay, so
या
then you said that you wanted to help people also. So how has
या
that thought, I'm sure it wouldn't be easy कि आप बच्चे भी संभाल रहे हो, जब आप किसी को हेल्प करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल दिस पेरेंटिंग साथी जब आपने स्टार्ट करने का, इट wouldn't have been an easy journey. Everything needs planning, everything needs work. you have to dedicate your time also there. So how did you manage to that do that?
So, I think maybe I have a different story then. So, I didn't plan anything, to be really honest. As I told you, it just came to me, and I didn't even thought that I'll become a parenting coach. And it just happened. Like one day I was going to saloon and I took kids along with me. And then somebody was saying to me, "Why are you taking your kids to the saloon? It's okay, you go relax." I wanted to get a haircut done. So I said it's okay, छोटे वाला आप देख लो, बड़े वाले को I'll take along. And my sister-in-law, my niece was also there. So I took both the kids along with me. And suddenly it clicked me. And my first reel, if you see, is of that saloon only, where I said that we should actually take kids out with us because they are so curious. They are so much, excited to learn about what's happening in their environment, and we should not bound them in house because उनका रिस्ट्रिक्ट नहीं करना चाहिए हमें। क्योंकि हमें कई बार लगता है कि बच्चा ऐसा करेगा। जब हम बच्चे को बाहर लेके जाएंगे, दैट्स हाउ द चाइल्ड विल लर्न हाउ टू बिहेव एंड हाउ टू सोशलाइज। तो आई मेड अ रैंडम रील ओवर देयर एंड घर आके मैंने बोला कि आई हैव मेड दिस, शुड आई पोस्ट इट? तो एवरीबडी सेड हाँ, इट्स गुड, ओके, यू कैन पुट इट। सो दिस इज हाउ आई स्टार्टेड। तो धीरे 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 फिर इवेंचुअली वो होता गया, एंड इट नाउ आई हैव माय ओन कम्युनिटी एंड आई एम ग्रोइंग विद माय इंस्टाग्राम चैनल विद such loving and supportive mothers out there.
Okay, so people have really loved what you're posting, and the details you input to help them, right?
Yeah, yes.
See, because nowadays, again, we have a very important topic to talk on. आजकल के बच्चे, see, I won't blame them also, and I won't blame the parents also. बहुत कुछ है, बहुत ज़्यादा exposure है, gadgets हैं, information है, सब कुछ बहुत fast pace पे चल रहा है. It becomes very difficult for parents also. I've done lots of, I did Karp Sanskar, and I also read a lot. I also learned a lot. But there are days which are very difficult. You don't know what to do with them. So how do
I
you how do you think in this fast running pace you help the kids and the parents? I think we need more counseling than the kids now.
हाँ, दैट इज वेयर आई स्टार्टेड, क्योंकि काम हमें अपने आप पे ही करना है। एंड आपने देखा होगा पहले के टाइम में और आज के टाइम में, देयर इज लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस।
Yes.
मेन एंड आपने सुना होगा आजकल के टाइम में ना, देयर इज डिंक कपल्स, डबल इनकम एंड नो किड्स,
Yeah.
because of the lifestyle we are into. We don't have want to have kids because everybody wants their me time and सबको काम करना है।
Right.
एंड मोबाइल फोन्स, एज यू टोल्ड, कि काफी फर्क आ गया है। पहले के टाइम में बच्चे हैड ओपन स्पेसेस टू रोम अराउंड, एंड नाउ दे आर ग्लू टू द स्क्रीन। जंक फूड अगेन इज अनदर इशू,
Yes.
वी हैव टू प्रोटेक्ट। तो थोड़ी लाइक पेरेंटिंग एक ऐसी चीज है, सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि हमें अपने बच्चों पर नहीं, लाइक एज आई टोल्ड यू, खुद पर काम करना है। सेकंड इज, अपने बच्चे को हमने कामनेस पास करनी है, नॉट आर क्योस एंड हमारी परेशानियां। सो अनदर थिंग आई फील दैट वी, चाहे बच्चा जितना मर्जी टैंट्रम कर रहा है, हमारा पेशेंस। पहले के टाइम में क्या होता था, बच्चा रो रहा है, रोने दो, लेट हिम रोल डाउन, इट्स ओके, अपने आप ठीक हो जाएगा। बट आज के केस में वी विल नॉट इग्नोर द चाइल्ड, वी विल बी विद द चाइल्ड, we will offer them water, we will say to the child, I understand beta, you want this, but it cannot be done, I am there for you, I love you, so आपकी presence matter करती है। It's not that you are replacing yourself with expensive gifts, आपके टाइम और आपके लव की वैल्यू है। या
So
तो
nowadays every mom mostly is working, and I also see actually they're also helpless. Like you said, requirements itni hai, right? हम लोग ने demand अपने life की change कर दी है. So I also see many people or parents substituting it with gifts or chocolates and movie ले गए, shopping गए. Is it a right way to do so?
Of course, it's okay to do that. Like once in a week. Suppose you have a Saturday, ki Sunday ko we are going to have junk day and we are going to go for movies and all. But there has to be boundaries. Child should know when I'm going to get it. Because अगर वो आप regular में करने लग जाओगे, then the tantrums will come. The reason of those tantrum is not no. The reason of tantrum is your inconsistent no. So you have to prepare your child कि बेटा we are going to have chocolate. Promise I'll give you. और ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आपने promise करा है और बच्चा भूल गया, आप बोलते हो कोई बात नहीं अब तो भूल गया अब रहने देते हैं. No, you have promised. You come back to the child, beta, I promise you that you are going to get a chocolate today, so give that chocolate. But there has to be boundaries.
Yeah, I also believe the same. I mean, I tell my daughter always that there would be a cheat day, but you cannot expect every day, right? I'm like, I'm into millets and stuff. I promote millets. I talk about health always. So she knows about it. So probably she would say, Mama, I want to eat peda today. So I find occasions, okay, today she's performed well in the test or something. So she knows that today I'm going to get something. So that is how she also get encouraged to do it. And at the same time उसको वो भी पता है कि मम्मा मुझे चॉकलेट तो नहीं देने वाली है because she has health challenge, so she's not allowed to have it. तो that is how I have up brought her. And मेरा ये मानना है अगर आप बच्चे को जंक फूड खाने के लिए मना कर रहे हो, पहले आप खाना बंद करो.
Of course.
You are having
Very
a chips, your packet of chips nicely, खा रहे हो खा रहे जा रहे हो, आप मूवी देख रहे हो जिसमें पता नहीं क्या क्या दिख रहा है, और बच्चा ऑब्वियसली आपके साथ ही बैठेगा, तो हाउ डू यू एक्सपेक्ट द चाइल्ड विल नॉट हैव इट?
Of course, very true.
Right,
Bilkul.
like
You
you
have to
said,
remove those
actions
things out
speak.
of your house.
Yes, yes. So she knows that, okay, today if at all mama will take me out, so she knows that we have fixed places that, okay, I'll get millet dosa or something, something. So she's trained that way. In school, often kids and parents get surprised. How does she manage without eating junk food and all that? She doesn't miss it. She's never had pizzas and burgers.
Amazing, amazing.
Never. I
Yeah,
sometimes tease her, let's go and have meatballs. Mama, no, yuck, I don't want to, because I keep telling her, do you know how it is made?
yeah,
It is
yeah.
processed, it is frozen, and then it is fried, and then it comes to your plate. If mama gives you that, then, and I often find her when we go to the restaurant, see, obviously you'll place an order, they'll take at least 10 to 15 minutes. So she's like,
Yes.
Mama, I'm hungry. Mama, I'm hungry. Then she has to wait. I say, see, this is the difference when it's home and when you're outside. So she said, yeah, Mama, you are fast. I said, yeah, because I know what you want to have here. They have to prepare what you want. So these
Yeah.
small, small things, she's already inputting in her life. She's a very different child. She'll go to a party, she'll never taste a cake. She knows
I
it's
so
not good for her.
seriously, claps for you. Well done in this. Really, really.
In
This is how
school,
you have conditioned her brain that she do not like to have it even when she sees it.
आई डू अलाउ हर, ऐसा नहीं है कि वो नहीं खाती, लेकिन उसका जो केक बाहर से ही मैं लेके दूंगी, लेकिन उसको कैसे खिलाना है और कौन सा कहाँ से आएगा वो मैं डिसाइड करती हूँ. एंड देन शी विल
Yeah.
इजीली कॉम्प्रोमाइज ऑन दैट. मतलब आई हैव उसको बचपन से वो इम्बाइब कर दिया है, यू नो.
I mean,
आई
yeah,
हैड
this
टू
is how
रियली
I
वर्क
am.
हार्ड.
Yeah.
एंड इवन माई हस्बैंड, ऐसा नहीं है कि उनको समटाइम्स आई फील कि बिकॉज वी बोथ आर फॉलोइंग मिलेट्स एंड ही इज ऑल्सो लाइक फॉलोइंग इट एंड ही डजंट हैव एनी कंप्लेन अबाउट इट, बट देन आई टेल हिम you can go out and eat some paratha or something. He said, no, I don't want to eat. So then I feel, okay, let's have a cheat day today, let everybody enjoy the paratha, so I'll make it in a way that it suits everyone and किसी को फर्क भी ना पड़े. So that is how I have inbuilt the habits in my house. And uh, the most important question, the moms are always guilty. Be what? I'm also in the category because sometimes I feel कहीं ना कहीं कुछ कम पड़ जा रहा है, तब क्या करें हम?
नहीं, आई ऑलवेज फील कि गिल्टी नहीं होनी चाहिए. अगर आप मतलब गिल्टी क्यों है? बिकॉज यू फील लाइक मे बी यू आर नॉट एबल टू गिव मोर टाइम टू योर चाइल्ड, or maybe the child is not bonded with you. You are working, you are almost involved in the household work. So the best way to come out of that guilty is to spend quality time with your child. When I talk about quality time, I say undistracted time, undivided attention you are giving to your child, keeping the gadgets away. And the best way, to deal with that is unstructured play. If your child is small, if your child is in the category of maybe 4 years, 2 to 4 years, or maybe less than that, then you can do tickling, you can do pillow fight. You have to become a child. उनके आई लेवल पर आना है एंड आप अगर वो जंप कर रहा है यू ऑल्सो स्टार्ट जंपिंग लाफ विद देम सो दीज लिटिल थिंग्स मैटर एंड अगर आपके पास टाइम नहीं है एंड यू आर गिल्टी देन 15 minutes a day, seriously 15 minutes a day, even if you do that continuously regularly for 10 consecutive days, you'll be able to bring back the bond. So 15 minutes undivided attention. Agar like your daughter is 7 years old, you can play chess, ludo, badminton, communication. है ना? So this is how you can bond with your child and you will be out of the guilty.
या नो बिकॉज यू नो आजकल बहुत बहुत कुछ हो रहा है, स्कूल का प्रेशर, ये सीखना है वो सीखना है। मैं तो मेरी डॉटर को ज्यादा क्लासेस में डालती हूँ बिकॉज आई ऑलरेडी सी शी इज ऑलरेडी इन बर्डन ऑफ स्टडीज बिकॉज एजुकेशन सिस्टम हैज बिकम दैट वे। ये लोग घर
Yes.
पे रहते हैं, पढ़ाई करनी है, होमवर्क करनी है, सो आई समटाइम्स फील कि क्या पढ़ाई 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 पढ़ाई। देन आई टेल ओके लेट्स चिल, आई डू लॉट्स ऑफ फन विथ हर, आई ड्राइव हर बैक होम, आई पिक हर। सो दैट इज हाउ शी knows my playlist, she knows the music playlist which I love. So I'm like, wow. I tell my husband, see, she knows better than what you know about me. So that is
Nice.
it, like
Good.
touch with God's grace,
I,
we have a good bonding, and she understands.
amazing.
And because she listens to me, that mama is explaining about millets or mama is speaking about, I'm a healer, so I help people. So she's like, nahi, aisa nahi hona chahiye. I keep talking to her on different topics. Like, जैसे जैसे आज कुछ हुआ तो आई विल टॉक इन हर वे, नॉट दैट कि ज्यादा लोड आ जाए उस पे, कि छोटे छोटे स्टोरी फॉर्म में। एंड
Wow. Yeah.
या
Another great thing to bond with your child is to have meals together. That's really important. क्योंकि I know mornings are very rushy. Afternoon में बच्चे स्कूल होते हैं. At least dinner we can have together. वो कहते हैं ना हम इकट्ठे जब बैठते हैं then energy synergizes with each other. And then you can have communication, you can talk कि how was your day beta, क्या करा, you can discuss what you did. So that is the best way to build bond, having even if you have like 5 meals in a week, so you can build a very good bond with your child.
या
Not feeding the child, even if the child is small, just eating with the child, having meals together, family meals.
Okay. Yeah, that is very important. And we to always have that, like on the weekends, my husband is like always busy, so he will not have meals with us. So mornings on the weekends we try, okay, we'll sit in the balcony. Today we'll have a, breakfast party. We all will sit in the balcony, enjoy the nature, have tea and breakfast. And she's a big chatterbox, so she has everything in the world today. I mean, when I'm driving back, she'll keep talking and talking. Mama, this happened. Mama, this one said that. So that way, touch wood, because I also learned a lot during my pregnancy. I was blessed to learn that. But yeah, there are days I think it's okay for them also, for us also. We just have to be like, okay, let them also be, because see, how much ever we teach them, end of the day when they face the world, it's different. I
True.
can understand. How would I know the other person will understand the same way? So we have to prepare them that way also. That is what I have been noticing and realizing now,
Yeah.
right?
So, it's what I've learned from my mentor is control the controller and influence the influencer. अब हमारे हाथ में है, बच्चे ना सबसे पहले पेरेंट्स से सीखते हैं. Second is their school teachers and third is the environment. So parents are the role models for children.
Yes.
बाहर से तो of course we cannot restrict them. They have to go out. They have to get that opportunity. But yes, we can tell them what is right, what is wrong.
Okay, so now we will talk about you, like what all exactly do you do? Because people who are viewing your show, like how do you, I mean, what all you do? Are you also dealing with children who are the special children or something? You know?
So yeah, so currently I have my own WhatsApp community, and where continue. I give updates, tips, information. I take free webinars on various topics like how to handle toddler tantrums, quality time, how to manage screen time, what to watch, and all that things. So, it's a great space for ongoing support and resources on parenting. And then I have my Instagram channel where I share regular posts and videos about my various parent.
So you were talking about how do you share your knowledge on Instagram?
Yeah, so you can also follow me on Instagram where I share regular posts and videos about various parenting topics. And I would love to stay in touch and, with you. And apart from this, I also take seminars and workshops for schools. Like recently, I did with First Try into Lord's Preschool. There was Cambridge Montessori Preschool and many other schools who are in that play category. So this is how I do one-on-one sessions, WhatsApp community where I share that free insightful information, and Instagram, and reaching out to schools.
Okay, so how does it help? Like when you have these workshop, does it really help the people, and are they really happy with what has been shared?
Of course, many of the parents, they look forward to these sessions, and they wait for the messages to come. I usually get some messages that I know I have two kids, and they said that you are doing amazing job, and it's really helping us, and we are following what you are saying. So I feel really nice about that, that I'm able to reach out to the mothers and help them.
Yeah, you're doing an amazing job actually because I also just joined the group and there's lots to learn every day because there's a lot, like we are in the big learning process in life now where we have to keep constantly polishing ourselves. So what are your how as a couple should uh, listen to and कैसे उनको अपने लाइफ में इम्प्लीमेंट करना बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स people just think it's only the mother's role to play, right?
Yeah, yeah, I understand that. So, I would like to say that we must not forget, that parents, it means that mother and father. And it's very important that fathers stepping into the parenting so that we can change that stereotypes that it's no longer a mother's job to, change diapers, to prepare meals, or to dress the kids. Fathers have to actively be involved. It can provide invaluable support to mothers out there. So, and also you feel good that somebody is there, and a husband, if it is, then who are on the same parenting page, who are on the same parenting style. It's truly blessed. I am blessed to have a husband who is amazing father, and we share the same values and approach to parenting. So, really important to all the fathers out there who are listening that you must encourage yourself to get involved and be a part of this incredible journey in raising these beautiful souls together.
Okay, so when you share these information, are other than mothers also as fathers, do they approach you to get the help कि क्या करना है कैसे करना? It's only the mothers.
Yes, yes. I have a very regular father who has not even missed one of my webinars, and I feel really nice. And one of my friends who was attending my webinar, she asked, "Who was he?" Because that during that entire session, he was the only male person seen in that session. So it feels really nice when fathers also look forward to it.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really inspiring, right? Because
Yeah.
males are like so busy. Of course, it is not their fault also, but very few males I've seen they take part. They do help
Yes,
in
yes.
the house.
The
Yeah,
ratio is comparatively lesser,
yeah,
but nowadays actually fathers have also, started stepping in, and they together they feel like, because the family is nuclear, so they also feel like it's both of the mother and father's job to do the best for the child.
yeah. What are your main points where couple, what should they start implementing on as your experience?
So I personally think that we must not forget that spending quality time with our husbands is very, very important. Because when the child once come into your life, the child takes a center place. And it's important that open communication between partners is very essential. And communication is one thing which should never stop. It helps to strengthen our relationship, and also it ensures that we are on the both on the same page when it comes to parenting and supporting each other.
Right, right, right. So how does your husband look onto this idea of you doing the parenting sati?
Oh, he had been with me throughout the journey. So sometimes initially used to happen, I used to send him, please check if this reel is okay to do. Should I post it? So I used to take his confirmation. So and in many of my reels, he is the one person besides me, beside giving so many ideas that you can do this, you can do that, because as I told you, we both are on the same page. And luckily, our thought process is also the same. He is also in a habit of learning about parenting. I also do. So it's a mixed match. And so I'm blessed in that case.
Yeah, so you all both are, alike, the growing together while process चल रहा है life का.
बिल्कुल
That's a
बिल्कुल
very different journey. Even I feel the same because I love to learn a lot. I keep adding on to my learnings कि ये भी पढ़ना है वो भी सीखना है मतलब what I like I love to cook or I love to do some healing ka courses वगैरह. So even he's done the healing courses and stuff. Although he doesn't get time, but he understands when I say that okay this is a blockage we have to work on that and he really accepts it. Otherwise, usually males, what are you saying? I am the man, I cannot have this and that. He has that kind of understanding. I think when you
हाँ
have that kind of partner together, it makes a
yes
difference. You all are
you
thinking
know
alike.
yes yes absolutely. When we were about to get married, and he told me one thing, Mehak, I want to tell you that there are three kind of people. One, जो बिल्कुल गॉसिप वाली कैटेगरी में होते हैं, दे लाइक टू गॉसिप. सेकंड इज जो आजकल लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है, आसपास क्या चल रहा है, टेक्नोलॉजी में क्या चल रहा है, दे लाइक टू टॉक ऑन दैट.
Hmm.
थर्ड टाइप ऑफ पीपल हु टॉक अबाउट इनोवेंशंस, आइडियाज. So he said, I don't want to be in the category of that last gossiping and talking about that bullshit. I either want to be in the category of that, talking about what's being in technology and being updated, what's going on, or being that category of generating new ideas. So I really, love this thing, and it's really with me nowadays.
So it's like growing together in a way.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I believe the same. I
Also,
cannot stand gossips. I cannot stand, that social gatherings where they're just looking onto your dress or etc. etc. I said, how much time do they have? How does it matter? What am I wearing?
yeah, you will be shocked, during our courtship, he told me he took a 1 month leave. And every day he used to travel he's from Ambala to Chandigarh every day. And we joined one dance class where we learned about bachata, cha-cha-cha, and some other dance style forms. And ये I really like this कि हम ऐसे मिलते नहीं थे और ऐसे बैठ के बातें नहीं करते थे. We put our energy in learning something. So he used to come in the afternoon. Afternoon में हम class attend करते थे. Evening में we were booked for dinners. कई बार relatives से मिलने जा रहे हैं. We are meeting friends. We are going somewhere else. So it was like this. And he coming into my life has completely changed me also as a person. Because also one important thing I want to say on this is, मुझे ऐसा लगता था आई वॉज वेरी पैम्पर्ड चाइल्ड. बर्थडेज पे आई यूज टू गेट गिफ्ट्स एंड आई यूज टू लुक फॉरवर्ड. माई बर्थडे वॉज लाइक एन इवेंट. इट वॉज लाइक अ बैश. महक्स बर्थडे इज कमिंग. So when I got married to him, such funny thing happened. My first birthday, and I did not get anything. Can you imagine? First birthday after it was an arranged marriage, I was expecting like I'll, get a gift from him. By the end of the day, I was like, at least I was expecting that he will give me something. And in my parenting lessons also, I have learned how we connect ourselves to materialistic things, our kids to materialistic things. बिकॉज मे बी आई वॉज कंडीशन दैट वे। मुझे
Yeah.
शुरू से वो चीज नहीं है, अभी भी हमें लगता है अगर हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है तो बच्चे को कुछ दे दो, सो दैट वी कैन बाय आवर टाइम, वी कैन बाय आवर पीस। एंड पेरेंट्स डू दिस मिस्टेक कि हमें लगता है बच्चा रो रहा है, उसको चुप कराने के चक्कर में कुछ उसे पकड़ा दो, बट वी फॉरगेट दैट द चाइल्ड नीड्स आवर लव एंड सपोर्ट। दिस इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग आई हैव लर्न फ्रॉम माय हस्बैंड। So he said, Mehak, and from the time it's been 6 years of our marriage, and he has been there with me, supporting me. He says, everything is yours. Everything is yours, so supporting me, loving each other. What else we want, right? Everything apart is, apart, everything beside.
Yeah, this one is very important. Materialistic. We cannot replace the emotions with materialistic things. I keep telling my daughter, see, she's a kid, right? So, मम्मा मुझे
Yeah,
ये इरेजर ले दो और ले दो और ले दो। मैं बोला आपको करना क्या है इतना? एक ही यूज करना
yeah,
ना, राइट?
yes,
आपको यूज एक ही
yes,
करना है। आई ऑलवेज टेल हर डोंट गेट अटैच्ड टू थिंग्स। शी इज स्मॉल,
yeah.
शी डज हैव दैट बट आई कीप टॉकिंग टू हर कि आज उसको सिखा रही हूँ तो कल उसको समझ आ ही जाएगा। End of the day, we are not going to take anything from you, right?
बिल्कुल
And
बिल्कुल।
like we discussed about the knowledge also, whatever knowledge we have to leave it here and go. What is your say
Yes.
on this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because of course, we are here, and with those limited things, हमारे पास जो है यहीं पर ही छोड़ के जाना है हमें. So why not to distribute whatever you all have? Why to think कि नहीं बचा के रखती हूँ किसके लिए है? So I also feel that we should spread the knowledge, spread what we have, help the needy when it is required. What all the good deeds we can do, we must remember that we are a human.
Yeah. What is your message for people? Like, what are the few points you want the parents to, start implementing in their lives as a parent or as a couple or as upbringing the child, etc.?
So for mothers out there, first of all, I would like to say that motherhood his motherhood his sorry ये कट कर देना. Motherhood is enjoyable, but it is very tiring. So it's important not to lose yourself in this process. Make sure to, take out some time for self-care. Remember, children are part of your life, but they are not your entire life. So balancing your needs with the role of a mother is crucial for your well-being and your happiness. So, that is one thing for mothers. And at the same time, we have to remember that time flies quickly, like you said.
Yeah.
One day your child won't ask for your lap, for your cuddles, for your sleep, to sleep beside you. Those little moments will fade away, and you'll wish you had cherished them more. So do not miss out. Embrace each moment. Take pictures, make memories, and truly enjoy this beautiful journey of motherhood. Yeah, this is I would like to say.
Okay. Please बोलिए.
सो यू नो हम ना कई बार बच्चों को लेक्चर्स बहुत देते हैं, तो मुझे लगता है ऐसा कर लो, है ना? किड्स
हम्म.
डोंट लाइक टू लिसन टू लॉन्ग लेक्चर्स, सो
हम्म.
वी शुड कीप इट वेरी मिनिमम।
हम्म.
जितना भी हम बोलते हैं आई थिंक उसका 10% कर देना चाहिए हमें।
हम्म.
लेस इज मोर व्हेन इट कम्स टू बिल्डिंग अ गुड कनेक्शन विद योर
हम्म.
चाइल्ड, वांट टू से।
Okay. Yeah, because nowadays they don't like to listen to our lectures also. They
हाँ
say like,
बिल्कुल
अब
बिल्कुल,
मम्मा
उनको
चालू हो
टोकना,
गई.
या यू नो बार बार उनको टोकना बंद कर देना चाहिए कि बेटा ध्यान से ग्लास गिर जाएगा, ग्लास टूट जाएगा, या बार बार व्हेन वी से दैट। सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट बोलते हैं कि कनेक्ट बिफोर यू करेक्ट। सो पहले यू हैव टू बिल्ड गुड बॉन्ड विद योर चाइल्ड, देन ओनली दैट करेक्शन विल वर्क।
Right, right, right.
And what we talked about, we should never replace ourselves with materialistic things. Children do not need those expensive toys or gifts. They need your time, they need your attention.
I like
Right?
to share one incident with you. My daughter loves to have, she has a collection of stationery. So whenever I have to gift her, I wouldn't give her anything, toys she has enough. She's a pampered child, so she gets gifts from everywhere. So one day I check her campus box, how many erasers were there? 10. I said, are you crazy? What are
हाँ.
you doing? 10 erasers. So she started with her tantrum. I said, okay. आई सेड नाउ व्हाट टू डू ईमानदारी से ये सुनेंगे मैं ठीक है यहाँ तो इरेजर्स चाहिए या तो मम्मा चाहिए चूज कर लो सो शी इमीडिएटली सेड नो नो आई डोंट वांट इरेजर्स आई वांट मम्मा आई वाज लाइक वाओ आई वाज जस्ट टेस्टिंग हर but then see,
हाँ.
they know the value of everything. We feel that इनको नहीं समझता है, इनको सब कुछ पता है. So I said, see, anyways, I'm not going to take your erasers. I know it's a very foolish topic I'm discussing, but then just see how much the value into it is, right? So she
No,
just
it is
went,
not foolish.
she
It
took the
is actually
erasers,
important.
she took the erasers, she kept it in her, the shelf, and then she used only the ones which, and she knows, like, okay, I keep buying her things. I said, okay, use it when needed. Whenever you achieve something, she knows that mama is going to give me a gift. That is how I encourage her. And that gift will be like an eraser or a pencil or whatsoever. And she loves it. So I said, yeah, I'm gifting it to you, but that doesn't mean you have to use them all. You have to know the value of things. So that day I was
Absolutely.
like, I was so happy that she knows the value of relationship. दैट इज वेयर आई रियलाइज कि मटीरियलिस्टिक थिंग ओके बच्चा है उसको चाहिए लेकिन उसको पता है कि कब मुझे क्या वैल्यू देनी है किस चीज को सो नाउ व्हाट इज योर लास्ट मैसेज फॉर द व्यूअर्स एंड विद दिस लेट अस नो
Yeah. So last message is you should avoid constant comparisons. Each child is unique, and comparing them to others can, really harm their self-esteem.
या
Instead, we should focus on celebrating their individuality and their achievements.
या
If we encourage them, what did they do well, rather than pointing out their mistakes, this positive reinforcement will make them feel valued and will help to build you a stronger bond with your child.
Yeah, very nice. Very, very rightly said. You know, what I do with my daughter is like, she's very good in studies and all that, academic stuff and all that. So often, like, there are kids, see, not all are same. तो मैं उसको बोलती हूँ अगर आपके किसी फ्रेंड को नहीं आता है ना जस्ट बिकॉज यू नो शेयर योर नॉलेज विद देम explain them. She's the one who's sharing her books. The teacher also takes her books. So बड़ी स्टार है वो. तो मैं उसको बोलती हूँ आपको आता है तो आपको ये नॉलेज अच्छे से यूज करना है. Share it. If your friend doesn't know it, sit with them, play a game where you'll discuss tables or spellings or games or talk about general knowledge. So that is how I tell her, she should know value. इस तरह से नहीं कि मुझे आता है तो मैं बहुत बड़ी तीस मार खानूं और अगला ऐसा आई से नेवर डू दैट हम हमारे टाइम पे इतने इंटेलिजेंट नहीं थे आप लोग हो सो टेक इट एज अ ब्लेसिंग एंड हेल्प अदर्स लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन योर केस all the knowledge which you're sharing, right? So that is so precious. You're sharing it with people out of no motive. Like आपका motive सिर्फ ये है कि people should improve. That's such a beautiful thing you're doing. We all should do that. It be anything. Your values, your cooking recipes, your etc etc whatsoever. Music हो, डांस हो, हॉबीज हो मैं तो कहती हूँ जिसको जो आता है वो शेयर करो दिल खोल के शेयर करो आपको उसको प्रोफेशन
Absolutely.
बनाना है आपको फ्री करना है आपको क्या करना है कैसे भी करो बस करो so this has been a wonderful talk show with you and I'm so glad that we have you today with a small notice and with your small kiddos you've managed so much of time thank you so much and I'm sure people will enjoy listening to you and they'll get connected to you. I will leave all the details in the description and y'all can surely connect to Dr. Mehak. She's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure. Pleasure is all
Thank you
mine.
so much. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Hare Krishna.